Boss Cowboy Sports back at you. It's the OC, and we want to break down the brand new tackle signing, Ty Neskhe, that just got signed recently by the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look at him, and I'll give you the pros and cons. Let's get right into it. We want to get into some film talking about Ty and what he brings to the Dallas Cowboys. So let's go ahead and get into some film right now. Now, this film will give us an idea about his strengths and weaknesses. Here we see him at the left tackle position against Pierre-Paul. Has a good slide, good hand placement, great job. So he's fluid sliding his feet on a short set. That was a wide set. That was not a deep set. So you see him in the run game, and we notice he has average quickness, okay? So we notice he did not get to the front side shoulder of that defensive tackle on that play. So those are some of the things that you want to pay attention to in the run game. So here he is again at the left tackle position. So again, he has a wide set. Again, he oversets. He didn't recognize the game, and he gets bullied by the TE game here. So the tackle will hit him, and he's not aware because he's looking at Pierre-Paul, and he just gets creamed by that tackle. So awareness in the passing game is something that we want to really look at for him. Now, here he is again. Does a decent job here. Plays a little bit too high. Needs to play with a lot more bend to be effective in the run game, especially with defensive ends and tackles that play with good leverage. So he takes a step a little bit high, okay? Not carrying his hand. He actually gets stood up by Pierre-Paul. Pierre-Paul gets in on that tackle. So we'll look at him here again. And let's see what else he does. So here he is again. He checks, and again, he has to sit down and really stop the motion. He plays a little bit too high. And we see him here on the backside, does a decent job cutting off that outside linebacker on a toss play going front side. We take another look at him here, and we'll see him again. Typically, he has a shallow type set, right? He's not a guy that slides back with his feet. He's a guy that kicks out at a 45-degree angle and tries to block guys that way, which has strengths and weaknesses. So if you look at him again here, 45-degree kick, you see him again, does a better job on the game, and the guard helps him out because he doesn't just throw the guy on him like he did earlier in this film session. So if we look at him here, he has guard reps as well. So this is one of the good things about him, that he can play inside, right? He also can play the left guard position, right? So again, he's not really striking guys. He's mainly holding his ground and kind of absorbing the blow of the defensive end. He's not really generating a lot of push. But again, this guy's not a starter caliber guy. This guy's a backup, right? So he's doing his job here. He needs to move his feet or he's going to get rolled up on right there. But if you look at him, he's going to be an average guy as a backup. Again, you see him here, combo block. He's holding on for dear life, right? He's not generating much push. His guy actually gets in on the tackle. So as we look at him, he's a suitable backup for injuries, things of that nature. But if you ask my honest opinion, I think we could have got a lot better value. And I really don't fully understand why we signed this guy at this point, especially with some of the young talent that we have on the offensive line with Connor McGovern and some of the other young guys that we've signed. So you see him here. I mean, he's trying to find a little bit of work, not exceptionally quick, not exceptionally strong, but mainly gets his body in decent position. Now, he does a decent job there. He has a decent set, but if you notice, he always plays leaning forward, which can get him pulled and beat and also get him off balance, right? So he doesn't sit low. He has a high seat. Right? So he's patting down here because he sees a blitz coming, right? So he's stepping inside to take that linebacker, and the running back was actually supposed to step up and take his man. So the good thing about him is versatility, is that he has veteran experience, and that, hey, he's a guy that has been in the league 8-9 years, but he hasn't had a lot of starts. He hasn't had many games started, all right? But you know, on the flip side of that, I mean, hey, some of the cons, I mean, we'll see that he doesn't have elite quickness. He will struggle against elite pass rushers, excuse me. And he also is a guy, I mean, that really, just based on his play, you could have got better value getting another free agent that was maybe a tad bit younger than him. So that's what I got for you guys about him, his experience. Obviously, he can play multiple positions, and he hasn't started a lot of games. So Those will be the pros when we talk about him. Those will be the positive things, okay, that I do like, right? And then as we transition to the cons, right, is that we saw in just one simple play, he's not making good cutoff blocks, which is very, very important with Dallas Cowboys because we're going to run zone, right? And we're also going to run power football, right? We do ISO dives with Ezekiel Elliott. So we want a little bit more push off that football, right? And he's kind of position blocking. He's not really giving us a lot of push, right? And he's going to struggle against elite defensive tackles and defensive ends. And again, he's an older guy. We could have went a lot younger. We could have got more value with a younger player. So that's the scoop on him, guys. Tune in to Boss Cowboy Sports every Wednesday at 7:30, YouTube, Facebook Live. Follow us at Boss Cowboy Sports on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, hey, we'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Your support and your comments help us to produce the latest and greatest content on Cowboys football. Until then, we'll see you next video.